Thank you for taking the time to learn more information about the incredible membership available from LegalShield. Over the next few minutes, you will see why over 1.5 million families have chosen to take advantage of the Legal Access Plan and identity theft coverage available from LegalShield. Not only do these plans protect families from two of the greatest problems in our society today, but they also offer unparalleled peace of mind, all for an incredibly low monthly rate. Legal access plans have become increasingly popular in recent years because they can be useful in so many situations. Whether you're thinking about preparing a will, dealing with a property dispute, signing a contract, fighting a traffic ticket, or any number of other legal situations, a legal access plan can help you find resolution and relief. One thing is crystal clear. In our society, Americans need the advice and assistance of an attorney now more than ever. Just take a look at the following statistics. Every year in America, there are roughly 40 million hospitalizations. At the same time, there are over 90 million court filings, which simply means you are more than twice as likely to end up in court than you are to be hospitalized. In fact, while the U.S. has barely 7% of the world's population, we have 94% of the world's lawyers. And finally, even law-abiding Americans will encounter a potential legal situation an average of 4 to 6 times per year. It's no secret, America is by far the most litigious society in the world. And today, people are facing some of the biggest legal hurdles of their life. Divorces, foreclosures, creditor harassment, traffic tickets are all at an all-time high. So why don't most people use an attorney on a regular basis? They simply can't afford it. The average cost of an attorney nationwide is over $200 an hour. When picking up the phone to call an attorney is a financial decision, that's not right. That's why we say, in America, you are innocent until proven broke. That is exactly why thousands of families every week choose to participate in this LegalShield membership, what many have called the best value in America. What exactly is covered under a LegalShield plan? First of all, we provide unlimited access to one of the best law firms in your state for legal consultation and advice. Imagine, whenever you or a member of your family has a legal question, being able to pick up the phone and call your attorney without having to worry about how much this call is going to cost. Ask questions about any legal matter you may have, whether it's personal or business related. This benefit allows you to find out what your rights are, because if you don't know your rights, you don't have any. Another feature of this plan is letters and phone calls made on your behalf. Think about the last time you felt like you were being taken advantage of, whether it was a warranty issue, an insurance claim, or even being overcharged on a bill. Often in these situations, we don't want to file a lawsuit. We just want to be taken seriously. That is exactly what a letter or a phone call from your attorney provides: extra legal muscle. A letter from your law firm can give you the leverage you need in so many situations, from the traumatic to the trivial. Because when you're being dealt with unjustly, it just doesn't matter if it's a $22 issue or a $2,200 issue. You just want to be treated fairly. At LegalShield, we think you deserve to be, and having an attorney on your side will make that a reality. Next, imagine being able to have an attorney review your documents and contracts up to 10 pages, just to make sure they are in your best interest and not just the other parties. The result? Less regret, better decisions, and peace of mind for you and your family. One of the most important benefits offered through a LegalShield plan is a comprehensive will. We realize most people don't like talking about death, but the chances are pretty good it will happen to most of us. When that day comes, we will either be prepared and have our affairs in order, or we won't. Unfortunately, millions of Americans pass away every year without a last will and testament, leaving their assets and sometimes their families in jeopardy. Ask yourself, if you have small children, who would raise those children if something happened to you? Without a will, how could you be sure that the state would choose the same person you would choose? As a LegalShield member, your law firm will prepare a full, comprehensive will for you, including a living will and healthcare power of attorney, at absolutely no additional cost, saving you $500 to $1,000 on average. Other covered family members can have a will prepared for only $20. Better yet, you can have all this done as soon as your first month as a member. Your plan even provides free updates once a year to your will. Another huge benefit of your LegalShield plan is motor vehicle legal coverage. This area even includes assistance with moving traffic violations. When you receive a moving traffic violation, your provider law firm will provide you a defense. Having an attorney on your side who knows your rights can be very helpful in keeping a speeding ticket off your record. This is great if you have teenage drivers or a spouse who drives like a teenager. There are other great advantages of owning a LegalShield plan, such as trial defense services for actual lawsuit coverage, IRS audit legal services, should you ever receive that dreaded letter from the IRS informing you that you have been named in an audit. And in some cases of emergency, you will even have access to your law firm 24 hours a day. Our members even receive a discount of at least 25% on any other legal service they need, giving tremendous savings on legal issues such as divorce, bankruptcy, or DUIs. Your membership doesn't only give you access to some of the best law firms across North America, it also provides important coverage against the fastest growing crime in America, identity theft. The Identity Theft Shield is an amazing program and an integral part of your benefit. It's no secret, identity theft has become an overwhelming threat to American families. Each year, there are over 10 million victims of this terrible crime. That's over 27,000 a day. Let's take a look at the following statistics. The FTC recently reported that identity theft is the #1 complaint by Americans for the 11th straight year. 1 in every 10 U.S. consumers has already been victimized by identity theft. In fact, according to the Secret Service, the revenues from trafficking financial information has now surpassed that of drug trafficking. In other words, there's more money in stealing someone's identity than there is in selling drugs. It's no wonder why this crime is growing so fast. Most of us, when we think of identity theft, think of the financial aspects, such as credit cards, bank accounts, or credit score, and so on. However, to fully appreciate your new benefit, the Identity Theft Shield, it's important to understand that identity theft is not only a financial crime. Today, there are actually 5 common types of identity theft. The first is driver's license identity theft, where a thief obtains a fake driver's license with your information and their picture. This can be used for all sorts of things, including driving drunk in your name or opening an account pretending to be you. This leads to the second type of identity theft, which is criminal identity theft, where an identity thief actually commits a crime in your name. This has become one of the most common types of identity theft, with over 50% of overall victims reporting they have warrants issued for their arrest. Imagine being pulled over during a routine traffic stop and being brought to jail for a crime you don't know anything about. The third type of identity theft is Social Security identity theft, which is when thieves use your Social Security number to do many things in your name, including seeking employment. MSNBC recently reported a Chicago woman applied for a job at a local Target department store and was denied. The reason? She already worked there, or rather, her Social Security number already worked there. Follow-up investigation revealed the same Social Security number was used to obtain work at 37 other employers. More and more people are falling victim to medical identity theft, where someone uses your information to get medical treatment or even insurance in your name, oftentimes leaving you with the huge medical bills that follow. Finally, financial identity theft occurs when a thief uses your information for financial gain. It is less and less common that a thief will steal your current credit card or bank account, but rather they will open a new line of credit in your name. Why is this? It will take months or even years before you find out about it, leaving them plenty of time to escape. This is why less than 5% of ID thieves are ever caught, leaving 95% on the streets to commit the crime again and again. The good news? There is help available. We are proud to offer the Identity Theft Shield, which is the only service that covers all 5 types of identity theft. This is why many have called the Identity Theft Shield the best coverage available today. The Identity Theft Shield provides 3 areas of coverage. We begin by giving you a full credit report, including your credit score. This will allow you to determine if you have been a victim in the past and see where you stand today. We also provide continuous credit monitoring, meaning we watch your credit report daily so you don't have to. Any suspicious information, such as a new account being opened or a change of address, will be reported to you immediately. Identity theft has been called financial cancer. The sooner you find out about it, the more you can do to stop the problem. Many other plans stop here, simply alerting you when you have been a victim. But the Identity Theft Shield goes one step further. The third feature of our plan is identity restoration. If you or a member of your family does become a victim of identity theft, you have a special team of licensed investigators that work on your behalf to restore your identity. To be clear, this is not a plan where you simply get coached over the phone on what you need to do to clean up the mess from identity theft. With the Identity Theft Shield, our investigators actually do the work on your behalf, including making all the phone calls, all the legwork, and all the paperwork. The average victim can spend hundreds of hours restoring their good name. But with the Identity Theft Shield, our licensed investigators are fraud specialists, which means they can complete in a matter of days what it might take the average person months or even years to get done. The best part about LegalShield is the value of these plans. As a member, you receive all of these services for only $35.95 a month. This includes both the legal plan and the Identity Theft Shield, which simply means you can wrap a blanket of protection around your family for about the cost of a cup of coffee a day. Often the question is asked, what kind of legal services will I receive for only a few dollars? This is a great question, and understanding how our program works will help you understand why you will only receive the best service possible. At LegalShield, we simply collect a very small amount from millions of people each month, which means we are able to pay our provider law firms a massive amount of money to deliver our services. Each year, in fact, we pay our network of law firms over $100 million, which means when you call, you are not a $5 client, but a client worth millions. That is why our law firms deliver such excellent service, day after day, month after month, year after year. As a member, it's great to know that you are covered in all 50 states. You don't even have to worry about signing a contract for an extended period of time. We truly feel that as you use this benefit, you will keep it because you want to, which is why over 1.5 million families currently have a LegalShield membership, none of whom are under contract with LegalShield. Also, with this benefit, you don't have to worry about your rates increasing. There's no limit to how much you can use your membership. And in our company's 40-year history, we've never raised the rate for an existing member. This plan also includes coverage for your family. Both you and your spouse or significant other will be covered under both of these plans. The legal plan also covers your children up to the age of 21 or 23 if they're a full-time college student. And with the Safeguard for Minors rider, you can now cover your minor children under the Identity Theft Shield for only $1 a month. We hope you have enjoyed learning more about this exciting membership available through LegalShield. For over 40 years and over 20 million times, our attorneys have been there, giving our members total access and total freedom. We feel that everyone, everywhere, deserves to wake up with peace of mind, feeling protected, every day, every night, now and forever. We invite you to take a minute and fill out the following questionnaire, and one of our representatives will contact you shortly to answer any questions that you have and to help you get started with your own plan. On behalf of all of us here at LegalShield, we welcome you as a member and wish you the very best.